and then he proves to the world that he can be something.
Yeah.
So currently, right now, I'm at that point where um, I'm obtaining what you call this academic qualifications. I'm trying to actually build a brand around myself, right? And aside from just building a brand around myself, I'm trying to make sure with people around me can benefit from the brand that I'm building. And the reality is, nobody's coming to save you. Not your degree, not your parents, not the right mentor at the right time, not God showing up with the briefcase and telling you what's who and who's this and what's that. And when that hit me, yeah, I felt that in my chest. And I feel like whatever we're gonna do here and there, we just need to make sure we chase whatever we want in this life and make sure that it happens however we want it to happen, right? And we can't wait for the right time. Genuinely feel like the worst thing a young person could do, especially in this country, is waiting. Hi, my name is Mangaliso Sneyman, and this is InThought. Y'all good?
We're still good.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking, bro. Shout out to you guys at the back. Greetings, Pile, Ryan, the cameraman. Yo, shout out, Masi. We're about to get into this, bro. And then, starters, right? Just here to actually ease everything in. Do you have a question for me?
I've
Just
got
to
a
get me
bunch of
rolling.
questions.
Just give me about two.
Okay.
Answer those, and then yeah.
So before I start off with the questions, what do you feel like you want to get off your chest right now?
What do I feel like I want to get off my chest right now? I'm nervous, bro. And I know it's like what cliche, and it's like, oh, why are you nervous, bro? It's just a bunch of men here. You know? But it's one of those situations where this is in thought, right?
Yeah.
Everything about it is me,
Mm-hmm.
and no one talks about the pressures of actually hopping into something
Yeah.
by
And somehow
yourself.
feel exposed.
Yeah, someone feel naked, or
Yeah.
you know the type of naked where you're wearing shoes with nothing else.
Yeah.
That kind of naked because for some reason you always feel more naked when you have shoes on and nothing else on top. I'm feeling that kind of naked right now. So I feel truly exposed, but we're gonna get in there, man, and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Now that that's off your chest,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
start
yeah.
with something.
So yeah, by the way,
Yeah.
ease it. Take it easy, bro.
That's what I was going
Yeah,
to
well,
say.
because we're trying to get used to this.
Yeah. So to start off very light, because you asked me to, what is your favorite art form?
My favorite art form is music, bro. Hard to the core. You know, we can't. I feel like music is like an expression of life, man. Your expression of music basically details everything that happens in your life, and there's a right song for every moment in life. Yeah, boy, going through a heartbreak, there's a song for that. You want to party, there's a song for that. Yeah, boy, you lost your mom, there's a song for that. You want to praise God. It's just, I feel like the creation of music was just incredible. Like, ooh, God was in his bag when he did that, bro. Or whatever you believe in. Yeah, well, the gods of the universe, the gods of music. Like when they created like symphonies and their lyrics and everything. Oh, damn, bro, they cooked. Yo, that was like a gift to humanity. So I would say what you call this. My favorite art form is music
Okay, that sounds solid.
and anime. Yeah,
We'll forget about the anime for now.
I mean it's pretty cool.
It's really cool, but that's
Yeah.
not the point right now.
Yeah.
So, if you were to have a theme song for the current moment of your life, what would it be?
Oddly enough, it would be Ben 10's what you call it?
Ultimate Alien?
The first song. Um, what you call this? And he's got superpowers. He's got superpowers.
Oh,
He's
the
an
original Ben
ordinary
10.
kid. He's Ben 10. Like in the order, like, but if you listen to the song, right?
Yeah.
And what you call this, not put it in the aspect of, oh no, this is a cartoon whatsoever, right? And actually you base it on life. It's literally about this regular kid, nothing special about him. He's a delinquent,
Yeah.
right? rolling around the country with his granddad and his cousin slash sister,
Yeah.
right? Even they're tired of him. So nothing special about this kid,
Yeah.
right? Even the Omnitrix was not supposed to go to him in the first place.
Yeah.
This kid is literally nothing, bro.
Special by accident.
You know?
Yeah.
So Omnitrix finds him. The only reason why he even got the Omnitrix is because he shares DNA with his granddad.
Yeah.
Yo, so blah, Omnitrix slaps on him, and then he proves to the world that he can be something.
Yeah.
So currently, right now, I'm at that point where um, I'm obtaining what you call this academic qualifications. I'm trying to actually build a brand around myself, right? And aside from just building a brand around myself, I'm trying to make sure the people around me can benefit from the brand that I'm building. You know, so I feel like currently I'm in my Ben 10 era, and I just got an Omnitrix.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm basically trying to evolve. I'm trying to evolve the Omnitrix. I'm trying to like be Ben 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, Ben 10,000, and unlock what you call this different aliens
Yeah.
for all of the spaces that I'm about to head into.
Calm.
You know. So yeah, man. With that being said, right, let me just tell you about this. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you about ambition and what my ambition feels like on InThought, right? I got a text from one of the guys that I used to chill with back in high school, and he sent me a video on some. Yeah, look, bro, I can't lie, and I know it's been a minute that we've actually that we well, no, we haven't spoken in a minute,
Yeah.
and you probably think that some of us abandoned you, all of this and that. But I'm trying to tell you, bro, Woodsy, high key, I know you inspire us. And so yeah, that's what the Bruce said last night. Yo, he was
Yeah.
like, "We see what you're doing, dog, yo, bro. Like you genuinely making something out of your name, and you look clean, you look good, bro. You still what you call this? You still got energies. You still got that dreamer, what you call this fire inside of you. So you actually inspire us to do more, bro." And then I'm like, damn, it's actually crazy. Yeah, well, and then one of the other niggas was like, I can't lie, gang, and seeing you do what you do, and puts me in a position of thinking, "Good damn, this nigga's brave as hell."
Yeah.
And that's not even the case, bro. I don't think Uguti Wangabana, this is like bravery. For starters, and from everything that they're saying, I'm getting the thoughts of Uguti. They think that everything that I'm doing here comes naturally.
Yeah.
But I kid you not, my ambition is embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
You know, being ambitious is like embarrassing. Sometimes I don't even want to do this. You know, I'm like, oh, this again.
I have to tell strangers about my life.
I have to
Damn.
tell you, you know,
Yeah.
like I have to talk to strangers. I have to look at a camera, say what I'm saying, and yeah, and be open to judgment.
Yeah.
You know, and also what you call this, the people around me as well are going to see those things. They might start perceiving me differently because everybody has like the set character on who you are before what you call this, everything else, right?
Yeah.
And then the more they get to know you, the more they get to pull back. It's like people like you more when they don't know you,
Yeah.
and then the more they get to know you is when they stop liking you. They
The
like
mystery
you.
disappears.
Yeah, like the mystery disappears, right? They like you less the more they know you, which is it should be that's pretty messed up. It should be the other way around.
Human condition.
Like, well, humans are messed up like that. So, with that being said, man, the whole thing about it is high key embarrassing, scary. It's tiring. Okay, not the doing it part, right? But the part that I have to knowing good, I have to do it. I don't know if this make okay. I'm rambling right now, but
You're one of those that are worried about how the after effects.
the off day effect
Always stressed about that.
because doing all of this
Yeah.
and just feels like yeah, let's go, you know, and then the off day effects of it all just puts me in a situation where I'm just like,
Damn. Just expose yourself on camera.
Well,
and now
well,
you have
no.
to expose yourself again. Just
yeah, well, like one time, right? I was talking to my mom and she was like, we see you. Just like, what do you see? Relax. Don't see nothing. You know. And this and I was at Checkers today, right?
Yeah.
Buying something. before I went to campus. Chick is buying water and fries, and then I pay for something, and then the headphones on, right?
Yeah.
And then this bro says something, and then I take off the headphones, pause the music. I'm like, "Yo, what's up, guy?" He goes like, "Nah, I thought you still going hard on the podcast."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh snap, you know me?" He goes like, "Yeah, dog, I'm tapped in." Gave the man a dab, bro. I'm like, "Oh, shut up, man, thanks."
Yeah.
Yo, same thing at the gym. Dude at the gym was like, "Yo, man, your face looks familiar. I want you what you call this on a pod." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." Yeah, well, so that also gets a little bit weird when you're just thinking with nobody knows you,
Yeah.
and you're just going about your life doing embarrassing stuff. Because
Yeah.
day to day, Fanine, you don't walk out of the house looking like looking like hot shit.
Yeah.
You know. So when people look at you and then they're like,
You're no longer the persona now. You look like a regular guy.
yeah. So it's just like, yeah. So the whole thing about that does feel a bit off, yo. But it's the decision that I made,
Yeah.
yo. And yeah, man.
Before you move on, you touched on inspirations, so I'm gonna ask you a question about that.
Easy, easy.
Who inspires you and why?
Um, I don't want to sound like a mama's boy, right?
But you
But
are.
I'm nah. Oh hell nah.
Lock
But
in, lock in, lock in.
yeah. My mom inspires me a lot, bro. I'm hoping that she doesn't watch this and she never sees this, yo.
I'll
But
tell her about it. Don't worry.
yeah, yo. But she inspires me a lot, bro, because what she had to endure to actually give her kids the life that they had. I mean, for me to even have this accent right now, yeah, boy. It says a lot about what she did. It says a lot about what she did. I could have been another nigga that goes like, no, he's not me. Yo, I could have been that guy, but she actually applied pressure. And she was like, no, yo.
Real, real.
So that says a lot about her. And why do I say that? My mom had my sister when she was 16. Fell in love with this guy, and had a kid when she was 16, and then they locked in with this guy.
Yeah.
So this is why you shouldn't trust men.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
You shouldn't trust
Ah.
men.
But keep rocking, keep
Yo.
rocking.
So she locked in with this guy, and this bro was like, yeah, 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 now we good. You know. So they carried on being together, and then they made another kid when she was 19. Same guy.
Yeah.
You know. So mind you, this guy was my mom's first. And they made a kid again when she was 19, and she was like heavily devoted to this guy. I low key feel like my mom.
Soulmate.
Yeah, my mom.
Yeah.
I feel like my mom was a bird at that time, but can't say that about your parents. Right? Can't say that.
They're human too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had me at 19, and then yeah, things went things went downhill pretty fast. Yeah, well, so bro like left her, and she had to like survive with like two kids from this dude,
Yeah.
being abandoned by the guy's family as well. And she had to create a life for herself and these kids while coming from a family that's not well privileged.
Yeah.
So she did that, managed to put her kids on, and also managed to put her family on at the same time.
Yeah.
So I feel like that alone for needing me, she pulled more than she was supposed to. I mean, it's low key her fault again for trusting a boy. Yeah, well, don't get me wrong, but the way that she pulled is like high key incredible.
Yeah.
And when I think about it, I feel like had she not had me and my sister, she would be like pretty far.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because she has the drive for it, you know. So she high key inspires me on that notion. And sometimes, and when we're at family gatherings,
Yeah.
I look at the moms, and me and my cousins we basically established what's these two women in the family. Had they been, what you call this, old enough in this era, or can you been born at least born at the right time,
Yeah.
they would have been the monangs of this era. Like when I look at my mom, my aunt,
Yeah.
too bougie, bro. Like
You're like, no.
I'm like, no, man. Like Nkulunkulu put you in the right time because if you're born in this era, you're
You
gonna be
know
a
you'd
problem.
problem.
You know. So yeah, that's where my inspiration comes from, gang.
Yeah.
Yo,
So,
but
Lilonge, basically, whenever you see Manga or his mom, you have to thank her because she's the reason InThought exists.
Oh nah, definitely, bro, definitely. You know, and she was always on the notion of Woody. Mntanam, like ungokoyiki uba wedwa because kwenzeke ebomini ukuthi wonke umuntu akushiye uhlale wedwa mntanam.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, so it's one of those situations where it's just yeah, she was right. So
yeah,
my inspiration. Okay, to be fair, it's not just her alone.
yeah.
It's also my granddad and my grandma.
Yeah.
You know, so that's like my triangle of
Oh man.
like my triangle of inspiration, right? Heavily family orientated, and the triangle can expand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to expand it. So that's like my triangle of inspiration, and then where I get wisdom would be from my uncles.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, damn those niggas, damn those niggas lived.
This triangle just expanded.
No, no, no. I said the inspiration triangle,
Yeah.
right? Wisdom, this side. But then the grandparents also fall into the wisdom side. So it's, you know what? Wrap it up.
Yeah. We're wrapping this free for up. Keep going.
Yeah, right. So yeah, man. So the whole thing about it, right, is that's where my ambition stems from, right? And I remember like back in the day when I would basically come home and they're from school because primary was slightly weird, and I'm not gonna say how weird it was, but there was a time where I got home and I was like,
Yeah.
yo, I was so emotional, bro, and being kala dog, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
niggas like niggas are bullies, bro, but yeah, and Granny said, well, nah, we're just gonna look into that, but don't cry, Mdanamu, be bright in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so,
Right.
but you know the song.
My mind immediately went there.
Yeah, so
Locking
yeah,
in, locking in, locking in. Yeah.
so grandma was like, be bright in the corner and then do what you gotta do, and remember, with the silence is gold, and you don't have to actually answer everything,
Yeah.
you know. And that was like, okay, cool, hard. So the whole point of me actually having even so, the whole thing of being quiet and just basically moving got incorporated into the ambition that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so me being quiet or whatsoever, how do I phrase this?
Selective mutism.
Yeah, yeah, dog. Yeah, boy, silence is golden. Yeah, boy, that's what grandma used to say. So it's vibes like that where I'm just staying humble, but me being quiet does not mean it would see I'm not gonna like do something crazy. Yeah, well, just expect me to actually step on your neck. Yeah, well,
Don't encourage violence on this platform.
no, 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 bro. Like not physically, but expect to suffer if you actually made me feel some type of way.
Real, real.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, let me basically carry on. Oh yeah, I wrote a quote over here.
Let's
And
hear the code. Oh.
yeah, the quote is small isn't humble, small is just scared with better manners. So never play small.
Yeah.
So that's like the quote that I have to myself. Right? And yeah, man, carries on to like my faith,
Yeah.
right, on the whole thing. When it comes to faith, nah, yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Shut up, bro. Flip side, easy. When it comes to my faith, right, and as an all-round thing, for me, faith has been a weird roller coaster. Yeah, boy.
Also.
In the sense that I was raised in a household where church is like mandatory. Yo, and because church is mandatory, I hated church. I was a
Yeah.
kid, bro. Yo, like parents would dare us be like, "I go to church or you stay outside." I'd be like, so I'd go to church for the sake of being there, but not actually.
Outside was so much fun back then, though.
Yeah, but not on Sundays, bro. Kids were at home on Sunday. Kids were at home on Sunday. So I'd be like, you know, and kid, they went to church early. So who's playing outside at 7 a.m.? It's just like, yo, so yeah, I hated that, yo. So I would just go to church for the sake of just being there,
Yeah.
you know, and I never truly developed faith.
Yeah.
I just had a lot of information about the Bible.
All you had at the time was obligation.
Yeah, so the fact that I was obligated to be there and put me in a situation where I would just absorb knowledge because that's all I did. Because I knew it was wrong about it. We're gonna get home, they're gonna be like, "What did you learn?"
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, in Sunday school. So,
Test on a Sunday.
so yeah, so definitely had to be on the notion of can't just go there and then just like memorize everything. I
Yeah.
had to actually go there, absorb knowledge, and be able to barf it up when it's being which call is needed.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I did that. Quite a lot of knowledge. Which, funny enough, some of those wisdoms are some of the things that I'm using now.
Yeah.
So it actually ties to that thing of nothing in life is ever truly a waste. So yeah, that's how my faith was as a kid.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons why I hated church in the first place, especially like the church that I came from, is because there was a whole lot of preaching about hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I hated hope, bro. I hated hope to the core. Yeah, but the fact that niggas would be like,
Suffer for the chance of things getting better.
yeah, I hated that hard. This is yeah. I knew for a fact Uguti I would forget this and so I'm just gonna read it out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, um, I hated it because I grew up in a world where faith was the answer to every question. Yeah, boy, so I couldn't have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. I'd be struggling. Well, you'd be struggling financially, and they'd say pray. You're feeling lost. They say God has a plan. Things are not working out. Wait on the Lord. And imagine growing up, Fendini, as a
You're
kid
always
to a
told to wait.
teenager.
Yeah.
Uguti, whenever you're feeling some type of way, and no one actually talks to you about anything, but they say, "Bangabana, God has a plan." Mind you, you're getting cooked by life now. You're getting cooked by life now, bro. Like life is cooking you hard, and something comes out of nowhere like
You're bleeding.
God
Like,
has
the
a
doctor
plan.
is coming. Don't worry.
Yo.
Yeah.
So it's just like, so yo, man,
Yeah.
I do feel like the way they actually preached faith to me actually made me just step back a bit because it's just like I got mad a lot, yo. So yeah, man, and
man.
yeah, and there was a common like factor in all of these things, and financial struggle, they would pray about it. Yeah, well, being lost, they would pray. They would like God say God has a plan. You feeling this? They would say wait on the Lord. The common factor in all of these things is that they didn't have action.
Yeah.
They would just say the Lord without
Neither
actioning anything.
Yeah.
So it low key pissed me off. How do you expect something and from Big God if you're not actually working on it? And one of my favorite quotes is that God is gonna steer the ship, but you gotta row.
Yeah.
So row, my nigga, so that God can actually send you to the right path.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. You without rowing,
It's
there's
just
no
a ship.
steering. It's just a ship, dog. It's just a ship, dog. The ship is not going anywhere,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, man, that was my whole thing on it, right? And currently, right now, and
Yeah.
where I'm going with my faith is, yeah, funny enough, I know. So throughout all of the times, right, where I put faith aside and I rejected the whole thing completely, and I was living like a rock star. I don't want to say I was living like a demon. I was living like a rock star, and I was brought back to the same thing that I'd left behind
Yeah.
through what I loved. You know, so the universe is very funny, bro.
Pressure increased.
In the sense that you're like, nah, I'm good. And then I made a
Things
goal.
happen.
Yeah, I made a goal that I was like really into. Like, bah, bro. And then like, can't even explain. But that was what you call this, the domino effect that actually led me back to what you call this,
Finding God.
yeah, and but now it was a different type of faith.
Yeah.
It was like one rooted in the way that I saw it to be fit, not the way that I was taught that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Through scripture and faith with action.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Because again, at the end of the day, and faith without action is basically, hey, dog, what are you doing with your life? Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Because you basically need some. Ah, man, let me revert back to that quote.
You're basically waiting for someone when you can just save yourself.
Yeah, yeah, boy. So yeah, again, the quote goes like this: faith without action isn't faith. It's just hope with a better soundtrack. And hope is not a strategy, bro. You can't hope with things. Yo, so that's where I stand right now.
Yeah.
Yo, and yeah, man. So we push this forward, right? We push this forward. I feel like I'm actually getting locked in right now.
Aaron
Yo,
kept moving forward too.
pardon?
Aaron kept moving forward too.
Yeah, dog, Eren Yeager.
He kept moving
Exactly.
forward.
Funny enough, my favorite character in the whole anime was Erwin.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, goat.
like because my soldiers don't buckle or yield in face with the cruelty of this world.
Yeah.
My soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers
soldiers
rage. So yeah. Now throughout all of this, right? There's going to be ambition, dreams, and so on, faith. I decided to actually include money into it,
Yeah.
right?
Because nothing happens without money.
Dog, imagine.
Yeah.
And in things like these, and people are always under the notion of invest in yourself. Yeah, well, and funny enough, majority of the people that told me to invest in myself and
Yeah.
don't have money. So I feel like somewhere that advice alone and
I think with certain advice, you need to get it from people that live the way you want to live.
yeah, well, because everybody wants to wanna, how do I put this?
Lead you where they've never been.
Yeah, everybody just has something to say. Yeah, well, and I'm not saying it's wrong, right? I'm trying to be like they advising you based on their wrongs.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it! Had I gone this way, had I done this,
Yeah.
it would have worked out. So now they're seeing a younger, they're seeing a younger man, and they're like,
I used to be like that.
yo,
Yeah.
and it actually goes back to the thing that we spoke of. When people cross what you call this a certain age, they stop dreaming.
Yeah.
Or they let their dreams die. Yeah, well, so now they're seeing a younger person who hasn't crossed, or rather who hasn't.
They get confused by the fact that you haven't given up.
Yeah, because they gave up at that time, so they always find ways to advise you. And I don't think the advice is wrong.
Yeah.
I just think the advice is incomplete.
Yeah.
You know, in the sense that, again, it goes back to faith with action.
Yeah.
You know, majority of my milestones and one of the greatest things I've achieved and the greatest conversations I've had
Yeah.
were through throwing myself into random spaces. You know, I did something random today, and I met a person, and then we like spoke for 2 seconds. But then I was going to get lunch,
Yeah.
guacamole burger. Shout out to dog. I love guacamole. Yeah.
Stay on the story, lock
If you
in.
know me, dog. Yeah. I'm good with my guacamole burgers. A large beef patty. Yo. Yeah.
Trying to show us he can cook now.
Wow, relax, dog. You know, so met that person and we had like a fair conversation for 2 seconds, right? Hence, I found out Ukuthi Bangabana, the person's father is a head of a certain department and so on, and spoke for 2 seconds, and then I was like, "Yo, you wanna grab what you call this chow?" They're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, let's go," and went there, grabbed some chow, had what you call this a fair conversation, and through that I learned a lot, and through that they learned from me.
Yeah.
And then we exchange contacts because what you call this, there's something that we both need from each other.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things, and I feel like the advice that they had on life
Yeah.
is, how do I put this,
It
man?
holds more gravity.
It holds more gravity, bro.
You're like, you actually live how I want to live.
Eh, yo, you're living you're living what I want to live.
Yeah.
Yo, and on top of that, you're not obligated to be here. You're not seeing me and thinking about man, oh
What
shit.
can I get from this?
you have no reason to do this. Yeah, boy, whether it be negative or positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. So I kind of found that to be very interesting, and so the whole thing on money, man, I just feel like it's essential.
Yeah.
Yo, and money makes the world go round. I'd be lying if I said I don't want a lot of money. I'd be lying if I said I don't want to make a lot
Yeah.
of money. And but my ambitions towards money aren't as well. It might be common, but I don't
Yeah.
think they're common because when you hear money from a person born in my age, and well, from any person from Gen Z, man, let me not say my age, from any person, and
It's always beamers and baddies.
yeah, beamers, baddies, pop
Yeah.
bottles, and big houses.
Yeah.
I think for me, the reason why I want to generate a lot of funds in this life is because I want to be free, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I wanna, I wanna be a scholar.
That went back to Aaron Yeager so quickly.
I
He
know.
wanted to be free too.
Yo,
Yeah.
like that's one of the reasons why I want to make a lot of money. Yeah, I'm gonna have like the fair house. I'm gonna have what you call this the beautiful wife. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have what you call this and this and that. But I feel like those things won't be like my core values on why I did what I did,
Yeah.
on why I want to be famous. Yeah, well, the whole thing about it is to just be free.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I want to see the world. Yeah, well, I want to travel from place to place. I want to journal everything. I recently started journaling as well, and
Yeah.
because I found a good there's aura in journaling. You know, no, think about it.
Nah.
You know,
It's one of those things where when you start journaling, you see patterns.
exactly, right?
Yeah.
But aside from seeing patterns in your life, right?
Yeah.
There'll be a time when you die, right?
And
They're
you want
gonna
people to know you were great.
you want people to know that these things were
Yeah.
done, right? But not like everybody, but people in your family, right?
Yeah.
To go into the archives of this name and family,
Yeah.
right? And catch you could damn. Could you call this great oh my this was the great granddad okay
Yeah.
what he did this he traveled in like he was living large and then not because what you call this he was spending a lot of money but he just had a large life.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
chased his dream and it worked out.
Yeah, and it worked out. Yeah,
Yeah.
boy. And now that we're here right now, and our surname has a reputation, like
Yeah.
whenever we walk into rooms, people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, it's the Snake Hands."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and all of that was because of Umanga Liso's name, man.
Yeah.
And it started there. Yeah, well, so I basically want to journal everything about it. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
so I want to journal like my trips, bro. I want to journal my travels, my experiences in life, the things that I started, the things that failed,
Yeah.
the things that I thought would have worked out, and the things that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and keep certain things, have family heirlooms,
Yeah.
and all sorts of stuff. That's why I want to be rich.
Yeah.
Okay, not wealthy, bro. That's why I want the money because I want to do all of these things, and also when I die, I also want to have time to actually learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I genuinely feel like I'll start I'll start dying when I stop learning.
Yeah.
Yo, so I want to learn everything around me. I wanna learn a random art.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, go to a random city or a random country and they need what you call this a violin player, and I'm like I can.
I got this. Yeah.
Yo, or like go somewhere and they go, oh my god, like a person that we just need a mathematician for that, and I'm like, oh yeah, got you, you know,
Yeah.
and not do it for the sake of, oh yeah, I'm charging for this one now. No, I've made enough money in my
You're
life
doing this for the love of the game.
for the love of the game, bro, for the
Yeah.
experiences, and then I could go back home to the offspring that I have and be like,
This is what I did today.
live.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, do you know how much you can aspire and inspire in people when you just tell them about your regular life?
Yeah.
But then I'm not obviously going to be telling the world about it. I'm just going to be telling what you call as my kids.
Yeah.
Boy, and writing these things in books. So that when my kid forgets who they are one day, or my grandkid forgets who they are one day, they could just revert back and be like, if they call a chap in my family
Yeah.
and his blood flows through my veins,
Yeah.
what the hell is stopping me from doing what I need to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so if they are dismayed or disheartened, I want them to set their heart ablaze. Yeah, well, Yeah, I'm quoting rank. Yeah, I'm quoting rank Goku right now. I told you I love
Yeah.
anime, bro.
Okay, like since we're already like on the topic of anime and all of
Yeah,
that, I have another question for you.
yeah, yeah.
What do you feel is InThought's superpower?
InThought superpower, bro, is a reflection of the world that I want to create.
And
Yep.
what would that be?
It's a world where free thinking is just allowed freely without judgment. Yeah, or being forced to actually fit into a certain narrative because this is where the world is going.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I genuinely do feel like everybody right now and is on the notion of doing this and this and that and following this and this and that they forget to put about they also exist as
yeah,
themselves. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we have the things that we have right now. And
yeah.
we have this is gonna sound crazy,
Find the
but
words, find the words.
we have people pretending to be people.
Yeah,
We have people pretending to be this, but they know they're not this, right?
carbon copies.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
And we have people who would literally go through the lengths of doing surgery to become this, but they're not this. We have people that are saying that they're that. Yeah, boy.
yeah,
Dude, we literally had what you call this. America have had a stage where these kids are calling themselves furries, and a whole lot of people are looking at those things with the notion of these new generation kids, they're
yeah,
too soft. I don't think it's a matter of being soft. I think it's a matter of identity. Yeah, well,
yeah,
when you put the world in a state of constantly following and following, right?
yeah,
You rob them of free thinking. Free thinking is where you find yourself.
yeah.
But now, when you're not allowed to free think, you get to fall into a what you call this
The
some
next craze.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, well, into like whatever's going on over there, and you become a victim of that.
yeah,
And then people are still wondering what's going on with the world that we're living in. Well, you took away free thinking.
you never had the time to grow up and be yourself.
Yeah, yeah, well, like remember when I said Uguti, I was arguing with this other bro, right?
Yeah,
Famous pop stars artist.
yeah,
So the son of a famous,
yeah,
yeah. And I told you, Gucci, I feel like the problem with that bro is not that he's not incompetent to anything,
yeah,
but his whole life he was influenced by everything that's going on around him. He never got the chance to grow as a person. So now, all of that is actually catching up with him,
yeah,
because he never actually plowed seed into himself and watered himself, and that put him in the state of being a victim of whatever was going on around you.
It's
And
like he was constantly performing.
yeah,
And
he
then
was
when the music stopped, he got confused. Like, what do I do now?
exactly right. And I feel like the most important thing about growth is that you have to look within, right? And growing is not as easy as people make it out to be. Yeah, but there's like these influences around you, and people have expectations on who you should be and what you should be, but only you can figure out what the right thing is. And the minute you figure out what the right thing is about your life is where you can actually step forward into what you call the greener pastures.
Yeah,
You know? So that's the whole thing around it. But essentially, the money situation,
yeah.
I value money to the core, bro. And tiny money.
We spun back to the previous question.
Yo, the tiny money. And I just like, yeah, bro. I've got like gang codes written here,
Yeah,
and this one says, what you call this? Every rand I make, I ask, is this building something or just maintaining something?
yeah,
Because maintaining, right, just keeps me alive. But building something
yeah.
points me to a new trajectory. I want to go somewhere crazy.
Look at you with the fancy English.
Hey, and like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So that's where I'm starting with. That was the question.
Oh, yeah. No. We were on InThought Superpower.
Okay.
We went through that. We finished that. Then we went back to the previous question, which is kind of funny if you ask me.
Okay. What's up?
This one is gonna be really funny because I literally watched it happen to you today. Of all your biggest fears, which one would you conquer first?
You know, like in life, right?
Don't explain. Tell the fear. Don't explain.
In life, I'll
In
mention two.
life.
I'll mention two fears.
No, I want the one that happened today.
One of the biggest fears that I have is small things. I genuinely fear creepy crawlies, cockroaches, geckos, and anything that just has what you call this, a vibrating sound, but it's but it's flying. If I hear
Yeah.
best believe, bro, I feel some type of way. I just get the
Switch on the line.
I get the heebie-jeebies, bro. Heebie-jeebies. I'm like, yo, what the hell?
What are we doing here?
What's going on here? Yo,
Yeah.
so that would be the one thing that I'd actually like to conquer, because the crazy part about that is that I'm gonna be a dad one day. I'm gonna be like, what you call this?
Boy, Kai.
I'm gonna be a leader of a household,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, and there's gonna be noises outside.
Yeah.
My wife is gonna be like, "Baby," I want to be like, "Okay, cool. I'll go check. I don't mind."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be like intruders. I'll be like, "Let me get the gun." Yo, gun compartment. But yeah,
Calm down, Kevin Hart.
so yeah, right. All of these things,
Yeah.
it's vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. But now it's gonna be an ocean where my
Your
girl's
daughter
gonna wake
cries.
up in the middle. It's gonna be an ocean where my wife or my daughter wakes up in the middle of the night on some. What is that? Now just gonna be like, what is that? What is that? It's gonna be like, Dad,
Do something.
on the wall, and I'm gonna be like, I
This is
think
the spider's room now.
I think you should leave the room, my child. Look, I know it's your room, but like,
But not tonight.
you know,
Yeah.
and like, funny enough, fun fact, right? If you ever see a spider in your room,
Yeah.
that means you're not supposed to be there, because spiders actually,
No, it's a schedule.
yeah, spiders are actually scheduled creatures, so they know your schedule, that at a certain time you're not here, so they come out. So when you're in your room at a certain time and the spider's there, that means you're not going according to plan. According to plan. So,
Stick to the script, man.
so I wasn't gonna tell her, "What's baby? Why are you here right now? You were not supposed to see this spider."
Yeah.
Yo, so yeah, man, it would be one of those situations where that's one of my biggest fears,
Yeah.
and my other fear, right, is not becoming anything in this life
Yeah.
with all of the ambition that I have and the drive that I have,
Yeah.
and having my energy being wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Acquiring qualifications, building a brand, and all of that amounting to nothing at the end of the day. That's also one of my biggest fears, Woodsy.
You don't want to be a loser.
I wouldn't call it a loser, man. I don't want to be the guy that had ambition. I don't want to be the guy that had something.
Yeah.
You know, when people look at me, they be like, "Oh, there was so much to that guy."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then
could've been.
he could have been something, you know.
Yeah.
But oh, if only, you know, if only. So that's one of my biggest fears, that I don't squander the
The gift
opportunity,
that you have.
the gift that I have, the opportunities that I have, and I use them to the fullest, and they use me to the fullest as well,
Yeah.
to get me to where I'm supposed to be. And yeah, I think that's one of my other fears. My third fear now
Yeah. You said
is,
to
I'm just adding on, bro, because I'm like getting into it.
men and lying. But yeah.
Can't trust men, bro. Can't
trust men.
Can't trust.
But yeah.
Yeah. So to add on to the third one, and the third one would be getting home one day from work, right? I read this somewhere. Getting home one day from work, and then mostly to boy
Baby full of energy.
no, bro, like 8 foot nigga, bro, like 8 foot nigga booty, 8 foot nigga booty naked, bro, like putting your wife against the wall. Oh, and then you just there like, and then she's there like, "I'm sorry, baby." So it's just. I can't lie, I feel like I would never heal from that, you
Now
know.
you have to be there crying.
From that,
Or your aura gone.
you know. So I would never heal from that. So I think though that's also one of my biggest fears. Losing the person that I devoted my life to,
Yeah.
and we've built a life together. So that's also one of my biggest fears, man.
Like, people shouldn't do that, eh? Cheating, not cool.
Cheating is not cool, bro. Cheating is not cool.
I read somewhere where it was like, cheating is abuse, and I was like, yes,
Cheating is what?
cheating is abuse.
Cheating is abuse, bro. My girl says if you can cheat on me, you can basically kill me. You're capable. Like you're capable of taking my life. You're capable of taking my life.
Clearly
So I'm
don't
like,
care
hi,
about me
like bro,
whatsoever.
like 100%. So yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna do something that's gonna be very scary for you.
yeah, yeah.
I only have two questions left,
All right, calm, let's
but you're
go.
not gonna like them.
All right, calm, let's go.
So we'll start with the medium one, because it's actually fun. If you could achieve anything tomorrow, what would it be?
If I could achieve anything tomorrow, bro, what would it be? It would be turning my name into a household vessel. Having a cult, having a cult community,
Yeah.
right? Being something that someone believes in, right? Being
Yeah.
a symbol of dreams and a symbol of ambition. When people, you know how people say, I'm in my bag,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Instead of actually, yeah. So
Yeah.
when people say I'm in my bag, right? I would like them to reference something that I'm into on the notion of I'm in my in thought era,
Yeah.
right? When they're fixing their lives.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to achieve tomorrow. Being a household vessel and being something used to inspire.
Something someone can follow to their death.
Yeah, like be like a motto, bro. Like what's the right word?
Be an Irwin Smith.
Pardon?
Be an Irwin Smith.
Yeah, bro. Be an Erwin Smith, but nobody knows Erwin Smith. Hence, I'm looking
Yeah.
for simpler terms. Be something like I don't know, man. But you get what I mean, right? Be,
Yeah.
yeah. So be something unforgettable, bro. Be like a force of nature that has people going crazy, like yo,
Something for the
yo,
people to believe in.
something, yeah, and also something my mom can look back into and be like,
Ah, mama's boy.
yeah,
Ah.
well, yeah, well, yeah, something my mom can look into, and also what you call this,
Yeah.
yeah, well, and also my girl can look at and be like, yeah, my man
That's
has
my
it.
man.
Yeah, that's my man has
Yeah.
it. It's just like, yeah, bro. So that's my thing on the whole notion, and I feel like I want to continue with this, but
Yeah.
for now I'm gonna close it here.
Yeah.
Yo,
I've got one final question.
easy,
This is where we wrap it up.
landed.
I need the depth, the everything. But the question is, if you were to die today, how would you want the world to remember you?
If I were to die today, I would actually like the world to remember that I had a dream and I lived. Martin Luther King.
We'll take it for
I had
now.
a dream. But yeah,
Yeah.
I lived, bro. I basically pursued everything that I wanted to pursue. Even when, what you call this, I was feeling the pressures of life, right?
Yeah.
I still kept it moving. Life started off weird, and then life turned out to be something that was becoming amazing. And in all of those things and that were happening in life, I was not disheartened or dismayed.
Yeah.
You know, instead, I actually pushed through and became harder than I am right now. Yeah, well, like my body's a reflection of what happened in
Yeah.
like all of the stages of my life.
And you have the scars to prove it.
And I also have the scars to funny enough, I've got scars to prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. I've experienced what you call this pretty weird things, and throughout all of that, and I still remained unfazed because worst has been done,
Yeah.
and I genuinely feel like currently, and you can't like break me, man. I'm unbreakable. David Goggins, you know, you know?
I actually think about the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yo. So I would like to be remembered, man, for just got to see it through, my boy.
The guy who kept moving forward.
You know, so yeah, I saw it through, man, and I tried being what you call this. I tried being what you call this, the right person in everybody's lives, and I tried being the light in the room.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I want to be remembered for: love, light, good vibes,
Yeah.
dreams, and seeing everything through.
Yeah.
But like most of all, I lived. You know,
Yeah.
so that's what I would like to be remembered for. And on that notion, My name is Umang Elisos Neema. This is In Thought. Again, crawl, run, stay with your boy, because there's a whole lot to experience from every perspective of life, humor and serious talks. We've done politicians, we've done doctors, and funny enough, I actually want to have a sit down with a hobo, or rather a homeless person, and actually catch that perspective as well.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, um, stay in it, man. Stay in your In Thought. Shout out, like, and do all the things that need to be done. Ryan, cut the camera, bro.